let's talk about championship picks and the Super Bowl. So we'll start with what are our championship games, and actually we'll just go through the whole thing: championship games and Super Bowl, and then we can kind of discuss and break it down. So do you want to start with going through your AFC and NFC championship game, and
Yeah.
then your Super Bowl pick?
Yeah. I'll start. Well, I think the AFC Championship. I think it's going to run through Arrowhead, whether it's in Arrowhead or not. I'm not. I won't say that, but I think the Chiefs will be in it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, it'll probably be at Arrowhead Stadium, but I think the Chiefs will be in it. And I think for me, the other team's tough, but I'm going to go with the Jets. With the Jets,
Okay.
I think Aaron Rodgers has proved his ability to lose an NFC Championship game, and I think he's about to show off his ability to lose an AFC Championship game because I think the Chiefs will win that matchup. But I do think the Jets. That maybe it's a sign that I'm not that I'm a Jets fan, but I think the team has some talent. I think I'm expecting, maybe falsely, but I'm expecting Aaron Rodgers to do well there. And it seemed like I saw maybe seeing a bit of the Hard Knocks footage or something. Not that I watched that; I didn't watch that much of it, but I could just I could see Aaron, Aaron realizing this is his legacy, right? This is some legacy defining stuff. He has claimed he wants to play more than one season. Of course, with him, you never know, but he's claimed at this point he wants to play more than one season. I think he took a pay cut potentially. I could see him taking this seriously, and if he takes it seriously with this Jets team, a lot of people like Robert Saleh. Thanks for St. Robert. I could see that. I'm relative believer in them. I think, and I think they'll be there. But I think the Chiefs will win. I think the Chiefs have not lost that much since last year that I know of. And I mean, they won the Super Bowl last year. Still have Patrick Mahomes. There you go. NFC, real quick. I mean, it's tough for me. I think the Eagles will make it there again. I think the Eagles will make it there again, but I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to lose. I don't know who they're going to lose to. That's what's tough. Well, that's what's tough. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I think they're going to make it there and lose. They might lose to the 49ers. They might lose to the Lions. Those are my two team picks for them. I think they will lose that game. I don't think that they're I think they'll make it. I know it sounds so weird because I'm confident about them making it there, but I also think they're going to lose. I know that's wacky. But that just that's what my brain's telling me. My brain's telling me they're going to be good enough to get there, but I don't think they're going to deliver in that moment, because they have lost some stuff since last year. I think they're still going to make it there. I think they'll do well enough in regular season to get good seeding, so on and so forth. But as for 49ers or Lions, that's 49ers for the similar reason you call them as the 1 seed. I think they'll continue just off the pure weight of talent on that team. The coaching has been good, the coaching's been good, so on and so forth. The same reason they've made so many of the NFC championships in the past couple of years. Lions are kind of that shot in the dark, sort of like there's the Lions hype. There's all that Lions hype. I think they're gonna live up to enough of it. I think they made some big acquisitions on the defense. I think, frankly, in the draft and in free agency, I think C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I believe, is on the team now. I think they've patched up a lot of their weaknesses. So that's why I like them, and because their offense was great last year. They were inches away from being in the playoffs. If they had gotten it together sooner, if they had clicked together sooner, it was the second half of last season. They were really picking up steam. If the Seahawks, I think it's in week 18, if the Seahawks won their game. They were playing a tough opponent or something, but if the Seahawks won or something like that, the Rams won, the Lions would have been in the playoffs last year, and I think the team has stepped up. Jameson Williams might play at some point next year. For the Super Bowl, not going to call a winner, because if I do, I would have to, because then I'd have to call the Chiefs, because I don't even know what to. I can't even pick a team that they'll be playing against, but I don't. A repeat Super Bowl winner is not that common, right? 2002, 2004 Patriots.
Patriots for the last
and that'll
one.
be Mahomes. That'll be Mahomes' third Super Bowl win, or fourth?
Yes,
third. I could see it. He's due for a third. I'm calling Chiefs 49ers is my take as of right now, and I'm gonna have the Chiefs win.
Great.
It's a rematch a couple years ago.
I thought you were going to go ahead and not pick one of the championship games and also not pick the Super Bowl
Okay,
after we were picking
now
three things. I'm glad
I
you decided you're going to at least commit to the 49ers and the Chiefs winning.
I think the Chiefs will win that either way. Actually, I mean, or even if
Yeah.
it's the Lions, I think it'll be 49ers or Lions. I think the Chiefs will win it either way. It's tough. I can't pick against them.
Listen,
Right now.
I'm gonna jump into some of my
Yeah.
takes here.
Yeah.
I like everything that the AFC North is doing. I like the Ravens. I could see them doing well, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Steelers will make it to the championship game and lose to Kansas City. Kansas City will go to the Super Bowl. Listen, guys, that's our whole shtick here is reasonable football analysis. Okay, we both have Kansas City in the Super Bowl. It's reasonable. Okay,
It's reasonable.
I tend to like the defense when it comes to the playoffs. If teams with better defenses usually have more success. But I mean, it's hard to bet against Mahomes and Andy Reid. It's just they're doing things. They've been doing things for years that just other teams can't do. Right. Um, so I'm going to take Kansas City in the AFC, and honestly, we're going to call this as an NFC West championship game. It's going to be 49ers Seattle, and if any of you guys remember from going into the playoffs last year, I actually picked Kansas City Seattle for the Super Bowl. I'm picking Kansas City Seattle for the Super Bowl again. I don't love anybody coming out of the NFC. I don't love the 49ers because of their QB. Sorry, there's just too much going on with the QBs in 49er at the 49. I can't
He'll
do
get
it.
hurt anyway.
Yeah, they're going to get hurt or whatever's going to happen. They'll bring in somebody and not play. They'll trade 3 picks for somebody, not play them, whatever. All right. So I think that Seattle is an excellently run franchise. I believe it has, a great coach. I believe that Geno Smith is the guy. I believed it before anyone else did. I said that he was good. I said that they would win games last year before the season started. I love Seattle. And for that reason, I'm picking them to beat Kansas City. I think that this Seattle team will be similar to the Seattle team that kind of came out of nowhere with Russell Wilson and beat Denver when Denver had Peyton Manning and had Peyton Manning won the MVP. Had a great season with Denver, and everyone expected them to win against this young Seattle team. And they had all these guys who would go on to be considered, Hall of Famers defensively. And so I like Seattle. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way this time and pick Seattle to beat Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Kind of a wild pick. So, that's where I'm at with that. So, I don't know.
Well, yeah. So first I'll start with what I don't like, and that is the Steelers in the AFC Championship. I mean, obviously, because I didn't even pick them to make the playoffs.
Right.
Cold on the Steelers.
Sure.
But that goes to the. If I say much there, it's just going to be retreading stuff we already talked about earlier. Because I'd sooner pick the Patriots to be in the AFC Championship, and I'm unfortunately
This guy's a homer.
don't have enough faith. I don't have enough faith to do that, but I'd sooner pick that than the Steelers.
Just get 2 weeks into the season, you'll have it. You'll say, "I see something on this team. I see something on in this O'Brien offense." Okay.
but I see that again. Chiefs winning, right? We agree there. NFC takes. I definitely respect the Seahawks take. I respect the Seahawks take, like the take of them winning against the 49ers. I respect that as well. I could definitely see. I think they really added to the team during the draft, because that's the thing. People may not think about this. Think about how bad the Broncos were last year. The Seahawks got their picks. Seahawks picked at like number 5. Like that's a team that made the playoffs. It was great last season, and then they get the pick at number 5. And I think they might have had another second pick too. They had like a bunch of top 50 picks, right? All tons of picks for that Seattle team. So a ton of even more young talent. I can definitely see them doing well. And I can see if they make the Super Bowl. I mean, I would pick the Chiefs if that's the matchup. I'd have to pick the Chiefs there. But it's tough to be a repeat Super Bowl winner. I can't think of something recently, like since 2000. I can't think of anything other than Patriots doing it 03, 04.
Yeah,
Are there?
Seattle went back to back, but they lost to the
Did they?
Patriots.
But they lost. Yeah. Like repeat winners. Yeah, like they definitely repeat appearances, but repeat winners is tough. Does not happen super often. It doesn't happen super
Right.
often, even when a team is dominant. So yeah, I mean, I definitely respect those picks. I would say I definitely respect those.